Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. My name is Teresa, and I'm welcoming my Capricorn friends in for their and spirit for the reading for November. Blessed Samhain. It is a wonderful time of year, and I hope that you are looking forward to it as much as I am. This is a great time of healing and release, and I hope that it's going to be a wonderful month for you. And I've pulled some cards. I've already cleansed and shuffled, prayed over um, these decks. I just did a confirmation from my pendulum and spirit to verify that the correct cards are lined up and ready for you, ready to go. So I'm going to put the camera overhead so that you can see them as I lay them out. We're going to do a Celtic cross reading with the tarot, and I have several oracles to go along with it. So we'll go ahead and get started on that right now. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to move our oracles over to the side while I get the Celtic cross going. My desk is a little bit of a chaos queen situation this week. Gotten some new decks in, so I've been looking those over, and I just have too much stuff piled up here right now. Okay, right now we are using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, and as I mentioned, I've already shuffled and cut the deck and confirmed with my pendulum that this is the correct cut for your reading. So let's see what we have going on here. The foundational energy we get the Queen of Pentacles, which is an awesome card for Capricorn for the month. The Queen of Pentacles she is all about. Hold on, my dogs are barking. Okay, sorry about that. As I was saying, this is a great card for Capricorn. This is Earth energy, Earth Mother energy. The Queen of Pentacles is the most stable and solid and steady of the queens. She has amassed wealth over the long period of time. You can see she's surrounded by fertility here. She's all about the earthly realm and her mastery of it. She's very content and happy. She's generous, and hopefully you will be feeling these kinds of energies as you go through this month, that you will feel like it's a fertile time for you to do creative things, that you have all of the things that you need, and that you're surrounded by your people, your plants, and your pets. It's a very peaceful card. And then the crossing energy that we get is we get the universe. The universe is the same thing as the world card in. Oh, I got a little fly that landed on there. The universe is the same thing as the world card, and this would be, I would say, this would be a helping energy. This is all about, you're going through a portal. This is a great time for creation, for completing projects and starting new ones, for welcoming in new energy and passion. This is the completion of one cycle and the beginning of another. This is so as this is a crossing energy to this sense of abundance, I would say this is adding to this sense of abundance. It's amplifying it and making it feel even more solid, even more abundant, even more prosperous. And so hopefully this is a time of prosperity and peace for you. But this is a great time for finishing up old things, and starting new things and thinking about new things. Mercury does go retrograde, and we are in the Mercury retrograde shadow right now this month. And so that is another sign of the completion energy. This is a great time to wrap up projects that you've had going, and kind of clear the decks to welcome in new things. The energy coming from your recent past is it's called the Mourning card. And this is an extra card for this deck. And the card this is a card of, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a card of like a stillness, being able to be at peace and gather your reserves. Let's have a look. I know it's in the back here. It greets you with dim light, which is perfect for this time of year, as the days are growing shorter and shorter, and we're getting to that darker period of the year. This card reflects the chance to start over, the chance to rise into the day a little bit stronger than yesterday. Use the energy of the morning for beginnings, a new project, a new conversation, and a new feeling. Yeah, I like that. So that fits right in with what we have going on here. What the energy that you're moving into is the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, collaboration, and being the expert. You should take the opportunity to be this expert, to be the one who is instructing other people and guiding them in whatever that project or process is. As a Capricorn, leadership does not come, it's not a foreign subject to you. And so this card is, telling you to lean into that energy and collaborate with others, be a mentor to others, find opportunities to pass on your expertise with this new project, possibly. The conscious desire, or the destiny or goal, is the Four of Torches. The Four of Torches is the same thing as the Four of Wands, and this is a card of celebration and gathering and happy times with your family and loved ones. So this is with the month of November coming up and winter holidays beginning, I am not surprised to see this kind of card, and I imagine I'll probably see it in a lot of the readings that I do this month for the other astrological signs. This card or other cards similar to it, but yeah, this is a card of looking forward to those familial gatherings and the reasons for celebration. I want to torches. It makes sense to me that that's wands, but I want to just verify. I haven't checked in this book yet. Torches. Cups. Well, that's obvious. Torches. Yeah, this is definitely wands energy. Okay. All right. Now, then the energy that we're moving into, or sorry, that's here. The subconscious desire, or what you don't see coming, what you don't see maybe in the shadows. This is the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is all about making choices and just making decisions about what needs to happen in the future. This can be you taking the moment to pause and reflect and trying to hold distractions at bay so that you can think and you can take that moment of repose, that moment of quiet to figure out what it is that you want to do next. Or it can be, kind of a deliberate refusal to choose, because a lot of times we don't want to choose, because if we say yes to one thing, it means saying no to another. So you'll have to decide which aspect of that energy you're embodying, but that is what is kind of hidden in the shadows right now. Your energy is the Eight of Torches. So, Eight of Torches is about um, fast moving news that's coming in quickly. So, you'll be part of some, because in this deck, you are one of the torches. It seems to me you would be one of the people that is delivering this news. This is new and sudden information. This is, some kind of creative project, new opportunity, something that comes up quickly and suddenly, and you are part of the message, um, since you are depicted here in this card along with these seven other wands. This is, if it was all just wands, then it could be more about, news coming into you, but this shows the person delivering the news. So that is your energy for the month. For the surrounding energy, we get the King of Cups. Oh, I love this King of Cups card. In this depiction of the King of Cups, you can see the ocean and how volatile and tumultuous it is. It is, the waters are roiling, the fish are leaping, and this king is just as chill can be. He's just riding those waves. He's got his cup in his hands. There's a fish in his cup, so he's like the Page of Cups too. His crown, he's got his crown on. He's just chilling. He's just enjoying things. He's fully in tune with and comfortable with his emotions. So you may have a lot of emotions surrounding you, but seems to that everybody will be sort of um, in control of them. Nobody's going to be overwhelmed or overtaken by their emotions. There may be a lot of emotional stuff going on, or a lot of like love energy, especially with this familial event. Um, they, but it's not overtaking anybody or um, overly emotional. Everybody's in control of it. The hopes and fears card, we get the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartache and grief and betrayal. And that is, this tells me that this is something that you may be worried about. You may be worried about suffering some sort of grief. Maybe with all of this abundance that you've got going on, maybe you are feeling like, when is the shoe going to drop? I'm worried about. I have all of this wonderful stuff here, and is it too good to be true? So you may have these kinds of worries. Be careful about the words that you share out loud, because words are energy and they attract that energy. And so this is a great time um, to use affirmations and positive thinking to sink into some meditation about what you're trying to manifest and grow in your life, rather than devolving into a bunch of worry about things that haven't even happened yet. If this has happened, or you really do expect that this is going to happen, then you have a good foundation here to be prepared for whatever the outcome is of this situation. Another interpretation of the Three of Swords is using your thoughts, your words, and your ideas um, above your emotions and your heart, and you're prioritizing those logical things instead of thinking about your feelings and how you really feel, and you know the the emotions that are driving you. And it's important to keep these things in balance. If you are too focused on your thoughts, words, and ideas and not on your emotions, then you could be, you know, um, there could be some shadow stuff that's building because you're not facing what you need to face. The final outcome for the month is the moon. The moon card is a card of um, things that need to be revealed, and that are going to be revealed. We have a dog and a wolf on this card, and they are representative of the tame and the wild. And the water represents there are things hidden in the deep, and they will be brought to light by the moon eventually. These statues that are on either side of the pathway in this river, leading to the moon, they represent a distraction. And so don't be distracted by things that are being thrown up in your path. Just keep going forward, keep moving forward, keep moving toward the light of the moon, and what you need to know will be revealed to you. All right, let's look at some oracle cards now. Now that we have done our Celtic cross, let's do this one. Is from the Wisdom of the Elders Oracle. That is this one right here by Sean Leonard. And the card that you get here is Humility, the Wolf. This is the first teaching of Grandfather. It's one of the first, I think the book calls it Grandfather Teachings. And so it's a super important spiritual principle of Native peoples. Yeah, the 7 grandfather teachings, and this is the first one. And humility from the wolf. The wolf is a pack animal, and the humility of the wolf teaches us that there's not any one of us who is more important than the rest. That everybody looks out for one another. Everybody knows their place in the pack. Everybody has a role within the pack, and everybody fulfills their role. Nobody is greater or better than the other. And, even the most senior and alpha of the wolves will wait until everybody has had a chance to feed before, or, get prepared to feed before digging in. The humility is this idea of being teachable and approachable. And no matter how far you've come down your spiritual path, you have things that you can learn from everybody around you. So great energy there. And then we have a Goddess Love Oracle, and this is from this deck by Wendy Andrew. And your card is Enlightenment. Let the goddess light fill you. This is a number 10 card. And the goddess light, this is a symbol. It's an ancient symbol. It's similar to mandala, but that's not what it is. It's, let's see, the book is right here. Mandorla is what it's called. And it represents balance, union, and creation. The spirals are the symbol of expansive abundance of goddess and your journey back to her. This is a card that is Um, it represents Bridget's fire, and this is a time, it comes when there's a time of darkness that seems to envelop you, but do not be afraid, for out of the darkness comes a light that is brighter than you have ever known. So this is a fire of passion, creativity, and transformation. So you are being called to utilize that fire, maybe in one of these project ideas that we have going on here. All right, our next oracle, we're going to use the Circles of Healing by Alana Fairchild. That is right here. And the card that you receive is, I ground my energy, creating a safe, secure, and loving reality with the universe as my ally. So this is, the universe is your ally. You have grounded, creative energy. You've got the universe card right here too. So great card. Just being grounded, focusing on staying in the moment, and in the physical realm. The physical realm is really important for you this month. And it's November is just a really great month to celebrate where we're at physically in this earthly realm. Okay, our final card is a it's called the Creative Consciousness Healing Oracle, and the card that you receive is Mushroom Touch, Decomposing Shame. Here's the box for the deck. And the Mushroom Touch Decomposing Shame card, this is the last card in the deck, and it is all about, realizing your worth and, getting rid of any of those shadows of shame, perfectionism, anything that's getting in your way of really appreciating and loving yourself, because any kind of interference with your relationship with yourself interferes with your relationship with others. So, yeah, decomposing shame. I like that. All right. Well, this has been your reading for the month of November. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment and let me know if any of this resonates with you or which card you are thinking about the most for yourself. Also, if you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being a part of my channel, and if you have not done so yet, please consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. I am trying to manifest in my people to be a part of my community. Once I get to my first 100 subscribers, then I will be offering a free reading to one of my subscribers, and it could be you. I just need to know you're here through either a comment or if your subscriptions are listed as public, then I'll be able to see that you're subscribed. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you have a blessed Samhain time and a wonderful November. Bye now.